Today we're going to learn to write the letters SAWD, Dawd, and from Asma-Al-Husna, Al-Qabid. I want to show you a quick comparison between some of the details on the letter Sin and the letter SAWD. Here I have an overlay of both these letters, and you can see the letter Sin, the cup here, and the SAWD. There's very little difference. On the Sin, the ending stroke comes up a bit higher. On the SAWD, it's a bit lower. So because the cup shape is essentially the same, we want to focus more of our attention on learning this starting face shape. Face of the letter Sin is shorter in length, being only 3 nuqtas and 2 in height, whereas SAWD is actually 4 nuqtas and 3 in height. So overall, this is a wider letter and a bit taller letter as well. You can use this line as a reference for both of them. The face of the SAWD actually goes up higher and more to the right. I'm working on PDF worksheets that you can download using the link in the description below, and then you can follow along with me on some of these practice steps. SAWD shares this cup shape in common with the Sin, so we're going to focus on this section here where the main difference is. Total width of the letter SAWD from here to here is 9.5 nuqtas. The face up to this line here is 4 nuqtas, and then this part is 5.5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 nuqtas. Vertically, measured from the very highest point all the way to the base of the cup, is 6 nuqtas. And I'm going to divide it exactly in half, so at 3 nuqtas. The face sits predominantly in this section here and extends just a little bit below 3 nuqtas. Similarly, the cup fits in this portion and finishes a little above the line. Place the qalam at about 80 degrees. Reaches the peak at 1.5 nuqtas right here, and that puts it at its widest point. And then from here, we're going to drop the qalam down and swing down slightly, rotate down a little bit as you come down. Then from this section here, we're going to sweep down just a little below this line. And end here. We don't need to actually go all the way to the top of the cup. For that, we will begin the next stroke. Just like in the letter Sin, this stroke is the start of the letter Ba, only taller. So place the pen at about 80 degrees and rotate vertically as you come down. From here, we swing down. We're going to curve up to finish. Once again, place the pen at about 80 degrees and bring this stroke up to the peak here at about 1.5 nuqtas over. From here, sweep down and rotate the pen a little bit this way. And from here, swing just a little below this line. For the next part, begin about 1.5 nuqtas above this line. This is about 1.5 nuqtas. Curve down like you're about to make the letter Ba. Focus mainly on getting this upper stroke right. You can practice the cup with many letters like Sin and Shin. Once you feel comfortable doing it with the nuqtas, you can try to do it with just the boxes. If you haven't downloaded the worksheet or you're working on a blank sheet, you can just make your own by laying out 9.5 nuqtas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll be half. And then vertically make 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One, two, three, 4. Position a vertical line here. So you'll notice these boxes, this one is slightly smaller than this one. Position your pen here at about 80 degrees. As you go up, come across, making it wider. And just a little below the line. Make a tall start to the letter Ba. And finish with the same shape as the Sin. You can continue by just extending these lines below and add only the vertical nuqtas. 3, 4, 5, 6. That'll save you time having to redo all the upper ones. Position here. You can also just estimate the lines. Once you've done a few, you have an idea. The top part is 3. You can also mark the height on the opposite side if you want. There are many different ways to do this. From the Asma-Al-Husna today, the name I've chosen is Al-Qabid. Al-Qabid means the one who withholds, the one who constricts. To better understand this, take a look at ayah number 245 in Surah Al-Baqarah. So Surah 2, ayah 245. In that line, Qabid as well as Al-Basit is also used, which is the opposite, one who expands, the one who gives. Both are used in the positive. So he limits for your benefit and he expands for your benefit. Real good ayah to think about. something to learn from. So that gives me a little bit of idea of proportions. I'm going to change them a little bit for the second attempt. So I want to move this further to the left because I don't have enough space here for the nuktas. So on my next attempt, I'd like to make it wider than the first one. Let's try this again. So as you work, try to learn from your mistakes, make changes, try again. All right, let's try again. This time I'd like to make it wider yet. The letter Dawd occurs many times in the Asma-Al-Husna, but in no situation is it as a standalone character. So I'm going to use Al-Qabid, which has it in a form that's closest to the standalone form, and then I'm going to simply join a ba to the start of it. So I'm going to go ahead and make the letter Dawd first, and then join the ba to the start of it for now. We'll learn some other techniques in future lessons on joining letters. I hope you found this helpful. Please be sure to share and subscribe. I'll see you next time. God bless.